guys, my name is Morimi Ojudu, and here is our first episode of Youth Next, a TV series that will be showcasing young people who are vying for different political positions. And with me here is someone really special, someone really cool, someone that just as trendy as we are, someone who is so particular about the young people and he's vying for a political position. Should I twist the camera? Should I bring it down to him? Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Very well. Can we meet you, sir?
My name is Gbadebo Rhodes-Vivour. I ran for chairman of Ikeja local government in 2017. I'm an architect by profession and I am 35 years old.
So, Gbadebo, why are you running for a political position?
I feel that the time has come for us to stop complaining and actually actively get involved in politics. Complaining and tweeting and Facebooking is not going to move this country forward. There are questions that need to be answered and actions that need to be taken. They are going to determine the effect and destiny of our children yet unborn and our destinies.
You said you're running for Senate, right?
Yes, I'm running for Senate.
Why Senate?
Well, there are intra-political interests, obviously, that determine where one vies for. So that is what I'm currently looking at. And I feel that I have a passion for activism. The thing that led me into politics was activism. We led a march, about 2,000 people on the Senate last year in relation to legislation on GMO. So doing a lot of research, and also I just got a master's from University of Lagos in research and public policy. So just going through all of that, understanding legislative powers and how influential those laws can affect the Nigerian populace makes it something that I feel I'll be able to have a significant impact in.
You ran for Ikeja local government chairmanship
Yes,
under
I did.
KOWA.
Yeah.
Why did you leave KOWA for PDP? It's surprising that you're now running for the Senate under PDP.
Well, I think the experience with KOWA was a very good one. It was very eye-opening, especially in the whole process of building structures and going through the political system. For me, I felt that, first of all, a party like KOWA needs the youth to be involved, needs the educated people to get PVCs, register to vote, get involved. But I find that in our generation, there are a lot of people that rather spend time Facebooking and tweeting as opposed to getting involved. And in my own experience, you find that you needed the grassroots. You need to build your structures at the grassroots because those are people that will come out and vote on election day. So that's one. The second thing was that after waiting for some time, explain to the party what we need to do and we need to move forward. In my own opinion, I don't feel that they were ready, in my own opinion. And I felt that, you know what, it's important to actually move forward and move forward in a way that you can actually galvanize structures and support on a larger scale.
We know that Alimosho is a constituency that is quite, that has lots of grassroots people,
Yes.
lots of youths who are not really, professionally engaged.
Yes.
Now you come from, that sophisticated background. You look posh, clean, cool, and everything.
Thank you.
How do you plan to now go to those areas? How do you plan to come down to their level? In what way do you think you can? Do you think they would accept you? Do you think they'll be receptive to you?
I don't think it's a coming down.
No, but most politicians here in Nigeria, they know how to, when it comes to dirty politics, they know how to come down, how to play with market women,
and
eat corn on the road.
And that is, for me, that is being human. Being able to be abased and based, being able to just vibe with a fellow human being. It's not coming down. I ran for local government election last year, so I have a good idea of what grassroots politics is. And it's not something that is foreign to me. I've lived in Ikeja for most of my life, or I've called it home anyway. So the good thing about Ikeja is a place where you have the place where the affluent are, but the line between the affluent and not the don't have is not something that's really large as far as I'm concerned. So for me, that's not an issue. There's a structure in Alimosho. When I go there, there's a structure that will miss me, and I'll stay and interact with my people.
So we should be expecting a Gbadebo that will start speaking the Oshaprapu language, the languages of the people.
See, the fact of the matter is you need to communicate. Communicate in a way people would understand and get your message across. And it's more than just talk. It's also your actions. It's also what you are doing when you are there. It's also leading by example as well. I'm not going to go and carry any guns or tell anybody to go and be shooting anybody. So that's the politics I'm not prepared to do.
Tell us, how was the experience then while running, and what are the things that you've learnt differently, or what are the things that you feel you will be bringing on board that will be different from the way you ran your campaign?
The last time.
I
feel that the last time I was a bit naive about the realities of our country.
Can you be specific in that?
Yeah, so we underestimate the level of poverty in Nigeria, particularly Lagos, because a lot of people compare Lagos to the other parts of Nigeria. And we say, okay, Lagos is getting its rights compared to all the others. But when you think about the population we have here, the kind of taxation that generates the revenues that Lagos State has, we should compare it to Kigali, to other African states, not necessarily other states in Nigeria, because Lagos literally sucks the brightest and the best into it. Now, when you go into the wards and you do the grassroots politics and you see level of poverty, you realize that you cannot just be talking to people that they should vote based on ideology and what you would do when they are hungry and they've not eaten. For me, I felt that I would never pay for anybody to vote for me. And that sounded very good. It was a very nice soundbite, and it was very philosophical, and it was what will move Nigeria forward. But then you find that a lot of people that can afford to feed themselves don't have voters card and don't come out to vote. So that was a major realization for me, because 3 days before the election, Traffic NG, I think, put a poll up and said how many people are going to come out to vote for local government elections. And there are about 6,000, if I remember correctly, 6,000 respondents to that day. And 70% said they are not bothered. That was heartbreaking for me, because I felt that the youth, the educated people, the people that can afford to put data on their phone, are the ones that will come out on election day, and you cannot bribe them on 500 naira. That vote for me. They'll vote their mind, they'll vote their conscience, but they are not bothered. So with that realization, I feel that moving forward, one has to, yes, engage the youth, encourage them to get voters cards, encourage them to participate in politics. Also lead by example, by showing them and being transparent about your experiences in politics.
So in conclusion, if I were to summarize the first point you made, you've learned that now you have to learn to start giving out money to people that would vote for you. You have to empower them. Maybe let's use the word empower them in a way.
I would say that you have to actively go after everybody. You cannot just be absolute and say, I will not do this. It shows that you don't have an understanding of the people that you're trying to get to elect you. There are people that want to understand your manifesto. Make sure you have a good manifesto. Think it through. Make yourself available to them for questions. There are people that are hungry. They have not eaten. They don't know when next they are going to eat. Meet with them. Help them solve their problems. There are people that want to be mobilized, to get to the venue where they are going to vote.
Okay, now, if you were to advise a young person, because I just took a major point from what you said, that meet with them, try to see how you can provide solutions to their problems.
Exactly.
Most of their problems are always financial.
Sometimes, but
now, for a young man who probably earns, an income of 60,000 naira, that is also vying for probably the chairmanship of his local government or a councillorship, how do you expect him to solve that problem?
Okay.
What are the creative ways and dimensions in which he can, try to manage those issues? Because as you've been able to identify, and I know most youths are also able to understand it, finances are a critical aspect. How would you advise that young person?
First of all, your mind should not look at money as a problem that prevents you from entering politics. Okay. Money will come. Money will come. Always have that at the back of your mind. Whatever you can do to solve a problem, a person might have a problem of 50,000 naira. You can contribute to solving that problem of 1,000 naira. Sometimes it's not money, it's time, it's advice. Go get your hair cut at your local barbing salon. Don't use your car and drive all the time. Walk, just greeting people and smiling at them endears them to you. You understand? Helping somebody carry her bag. You don't know how far that goes. An old lady that's in your neighborhood, you see her struggling for a market with some bags, help her. She will go and tell people about how humble and down to earth you are. Right? Get involved in CDC meetings. If somebody, like for instance, the other day I went to my tailor. Let me just give this instance. And somebody did Yahoo for him, and cleared his account. Now, this man was distraught. I called my account manager, went with him to the bank to go and talk through this problem. So sometimes it's time. Now, I did not give that man money, but he can bet on election day he's going to vote for me. Make your time. Whatever you can give, give. If you are in a party and you don't yet have the funds to run for yourself, the person that subscribes to your ideology and the person that you feel can take this country forward, help that person, support the person's campaign. If not with money, with your time, help them with their flyers, their manifestos, share. These are things that will push you, and eventually it will be your time.
Okay, so what's your last message to young people, young aspirants like you, who are also running, who are also looking up to vie for political offices?
Get involved. Get your voter's card.
When
join.
You say get involved, please.
Okay, yes. So get your voter's card. That's the first thing, because you cannot be involved in politics if you don't have a voter's card. Join a party. I don't care which party. Just join a party. Attend ward meetings, because that's where politics starts. It's not when you have 2 candidates to choose from on election day. You start from selecting people that will be good ward chairmen, good LG chairmen, good state chairmen, and that's where it gets involved. Let people know you in your immediate surroundings, so that if you were to run for election today, you will win your polling booth. At least it's a testament to how loved you are in your immediate community. And then make yourself available to people. If people need help, whatever profession you have or whatever skill you have, bring it to bear. And you'll be surprised that when people are looking for who they will put for assistant for this or commissioner for this, they will look at you and say, are you not a lawyer? You have made your skills available to us in this place. You go forward. That's how it works. So get involved. That's the starting point. Get involved. Support candidates. Be politically aware. Be politically conscious about what's going on in immediate surroundings. Politics is not just presidential and governorship. Politics is first local. You have to understand what is happening in your immediate community and your local government, and from there you project outwards. I hope all the youth I'm pledging this for all have their voters' cards as well. They have to do their own part as well. Okay, I, Gbadebo Rhodes-Vivour, promise or pledge to be diligent in the work that I'm assigned to ensure that we move this country forward, and to ensure that I'll be completely transparent and accountable to my constituents that got me into position. So help me God.
Thank you very much, Gbadebo.
Pleasure.
Pleasure having you.
Thank you.